I'm only posting this once and then I'm deleting the channel. My name doesn't matter anymore. You can call me whatever. 3 weeks ago, I did the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life, and I need to get it out before it finishes eating me from the inside. It started because I couldn't sleep. I've been chasing dead malls and abandoned Walmarts for years, filming them, sleeping in them, proving to myself the world still had quiet places left. Then one night on a deep web forum, somebody posted a single photo, the Target on Old Mill Road at 3 a.m., lights on, doors wide open, but the parking lot completely empty. The caption just said it never closed. It just stopped letting people leave. The store was supposed to be demolished in 2019. There were lawsuits, a fire, something about bodies in the walls. Nobody agrees on the details. I drove past the lot a dozen times, and it was always just dirt and chain link. Except that night it wasn't. I pulled in at 11:52 p.m. The red balls out front were glowing like fresh blood under the floodlights. The automatic doors slid open before I even touched them, and the smell hit me first. That fake popcorn, butter smell Targets have, but underneath it was something thick and wet, like meat left in a microwave too long. Inside, every light was on, harsh and white, but the place was silent. No music, no beeps from the registers, no wheels on tile. Just the low hum of 1,000 fluorescent tubes. My boots echoed too loud, so I took them off and walked in socks. Floor was warm, not warm like heated, warm like skin. I figured I'd do a quick walk through, grab some footage, leave before sunrise. I even laughed at myself in the selfie cam. If I die, at least the thumbnail will slap. I walked past the dollar spot, past the Halloween clearance that was still up from 6 years ago. Spiders and plastic pumpkins covered in dust so thick it looked like fur. The deeper I went, the more the store adjusted. The aisles rearranged themselves when I looked away. 1 second I was in toys, the next I was in automotive, then women's intimates with mannequins that didn't have faces, just smooth plastic where eyes and mouths should be. Their arms were too long and kept brushing my shoulders when I passed. At the pharmacy counter, I found the first person, or what was left of one. A woman in a red polo and khakis, name tag said Kelsey. She was standing perfectly still, staring at the drop off window. Her mouth was open way too wide, like her jaw had unhinged, and something black and shiny was crawling out of it. Slow, like tar with legs. I backed away, and she didn't move, just kept leaking. I should have left then, I know, but the exits were gone. The big glass doors I'd walked through 20 minutes earlier were now a cinder block wall painted the exact same off, white as the rest of the store. No seams, no outline, just wall. That's when I started running. I ran through seasonal, past Christmas trees that still had ornaments made of teeth, real ones, some with gold fillings. I ran through electronics where every TV was playing security footage of me walking into the store, over and over, but in each loop I looked a little more wrong. Eyes wider, mouth stretched, skin grayer. In the grocery section, the freezers were all open. Inside were bodies, dozens of them, still in red shirts and name tags, posed like they were stocking shelves. Their skin had split open and white roots were growing out, threading into the metal racks, pulsing. One of them turned its head toward me, slow, and whispered my childhood nickname, the one only my mom used. Its lips didn't move. The sound came from inside my own skull. I hid in the fitting rooms because they still had doors. I sat on the little bench and tried to breathe. That's when I noticed the mirror. My reflection wasn't copying me anymore. It just stared, smiling with too many teeth, and lifted one finger to its lips like SHHH. Then it stepped out of the mirror. Not threw it out of it like the glass was a pool and it was climbing onto the carpet. It looked exactly like me except its eyes were black from corner to corner and its name tag said manager. It crouched in front of me and spoke with my voice, but wet, like its throat was full of syrup. "You're late for your shift," it said. "We've been waiting." I don't remember screaming. I just remember running again, barefoot, through sporting goods where the hunting rifles were all pointed at the ceiling like they were growing there. I grabbed a machete from the camping aisle because it felt real in my hand, something solid. The blade was already wet. The back hallways were worse, employee only. The walls were soft breathing, painted that same target red but darker, almost black. Handprints pushed out from inside the drywall, fingers wiggling, trying to grab my shirt. There were break room tables covered in half-eaten birthday cakes from years ago, still crawling with flies that had too many wings. A whiteboard had a schedule written in marker that kept rewriting itself. Jack's stocking never. I found the stockroom doors, the big silver ones that lead to the warehouse. They were unlocked. Inside it wasn't a warehouse anymore. It was just endless concrete floor and shelves that went up so high I couldn't see the top. And on every shelf were clear plastic tubs labeled with names, thousands of them. I found mine near the floor. Inside was me, curled up fetal, eyes open, breathing slow. The plastic was fogged from the inside. The me in the tub blinked when I looked at him. That's when the lights started going out, row by row, chasing me. I ran back toward the sales floor, and the store had changed again. Now it looked brand new, like opening day. Balloons, grand, opening signs, but no people. Just mannequins wearing the clothes I was wearing, standing where I'd been standing minutes earlier, turning their heads to watch me pass. I ended up in the toy aisle, the one with the bikes hanging from the ceiling. Something was riding one. A kid, maybe 8, in a red polo, 3 sizes too big. His legs didn't reach the pedals, but the bike moved anyway, rolling slow toward me. His neck was broken, head flopped all the way back, but he was smiling upside down. "Do you want to play hide and seek?" he gurgled. Black stuff dripped from his mouth and sizzled on the tile. I swung the machete. I didn't want to. My arms did it on their own. The blade went through him like he was made of smoke, and the smoke poured into my mouth, my nose, my eyes. I tasted birthday cake and pennies. Next thing I remember is sunrise. I was sitting in my car in the parking lot. The store was gone, just dirt and weeds and a faded sign that said future home of luxury condos. My phone had one new video file, 10 hours long. I watched 15 seconds. It's me walking through the store, smiling, helping customers that aren't there, telling them have a Target day, in a voice that isn't mine anymore. I still have the machete. It's clean now, but every night it's wet again when I wake up. And every night I hear the intercom in my dreams. "Jax, you're needed in toys. Jax, you're needed in toys." I don't sleep anymore. I just sit here in the dark and wait for my shift. If you ever drive past a Target that isn't supposed to be there, keep driving. Some places don't close. They just wait for new employees. I'm gonna upload this and then I'm gone. If the video disappears, you'll know why. Have a Target day.